Reality Sells really came from a conversation that my co-author Andy and I had many years ago with regard to how many people were advertising things that had no connection with what you experienced when you walked into the store. They went in and they may have said on the radio that you had a fabulous experience awaiting you, and when you came in, it was terrible. It had nothing to do with what was going on inside. And so we thought about how it is that we could help others that are mainly small businesses figure out how to make the connection between what was actually advertised and what actually you deliver. And that's where Reality Sells came from. We believe your genuine story is better than anything you could possibly make up.
Authenticity is coming from disappointment. Time and time again, customers are disappointed by businesses because they aren't living up to their promises, they're providing poor service, or just in general letting them down from their expectations. Authenticity is a way for businesses to re-identify with their customer by telling their genuine story, one that only they can tell. There are many unremarkable businesses. Most businesses have alternatives readily available to what they do. Authenticity is making sure that you have some story to tell to differentiate yourself from all the other businesses that are out there. The 4 laws of authenticity help build an interesting, individualized story that businesses can tell to customers. The 4 laws of authenticity are freedom, originality, transparency, and repeatability. Freedom talks about what it is that gives you the foundations to do the business that you're in. Is it your brand? Is it your location? Is it your education? All those things work together to give you freedom to represent the products you represent. And knowing that gives you the ability to be more original.
Indeed. Originality is what makes you different or special. What makes it you and only you, that no one else can copy or recreate, that becomes the thing that others remember you by. Every business should have at least one of those that resonates with customers.
The 3rd law is transparency. And transparency is taking a closer look at your business and being more revealing about what you do with customers. It could be being an expert by revealing tips that you normally would pay for in a business like yours, or maybe being more open and visible and allowing customers to see into what you do, so that there's a little less hidden than what maybe your competition does. It gives confidence to the customer.
And repeatability, of course, is the same sort of thing that you would find at a McDonald's or fast food that creates the same sort of sandwich and service as you'll get in Boise, Idaho, as you would in Baytown. It becomes, how can you continually repeat that so that everyone expects and would demand, of course, the very same service each and every time? What have you put in place? What systems and what things are you doing each and every time to make sure that customer's experience is always high?
We take a look at the 4 laws in a bit of a theoretical way, but then we take it a little bit to the next level and make it applicable. And there's a lot of exercises in the book that you can actually go into, fill out, think about, that make this about you. The book's really about you. Although there's some theory there, and there's a lot of great stories about companies. Bill, why don't you tell us a little bit about the companies we featured?
We have featured Scion, which is one of Toyota's smaller brands that is doing extremely well because of the limited availability of the cars that they produce. We talk about White Castle and the fact that this little square burgers called sliders are something that people didn't necessarily think was a positive, but those people who really enjoyed them thought were positives. And the White Castle headquarters has now embraced that term as something that they really think they're proud of, versus something that they weren't all that proud of a little while back. We also feature several individuals. There's an individual who does jewelry down in the Florida area, who we think is an exceptional example of someone who's very authentic in how they do business. And there are many, many more throughout the book that you'll enjoy reading.
Great. And at the end of the book, one of the most important aspects of what we've done comes to light, and that is some exercises to help you get more creative with your customer service, with your own staff. And customer service in America has gotten worse. And in some little way, we can make a difference by bringing customer service rudiments back to the forefront.
If you are a manager of people of any kind, you will treasure the back of the book, because there are ways in which you can just use this as a recipe book to guide you through 10 to 15 minute regular meetings with your staff to help them better understand how it is that they can transfer reality to your customers and to improve business and to improve your cash flow.
And for more information about Reality Sells, visit
www.realitysells.com.